Welcome back, foodies. The chickpea. It's a healthy and can be a delicious snack and a fantastic vegan option. So today, I'm going to show you how to roast them right in your convection steam oven. And you might just discover that these tasty little morsels help keep your waistline exactly where you want it all year long. So let me show you the way, and let's get started. Okay, foodies, for roasted chickpeas, you'll just need 1 can of chickpeas. This is what I'll be using today, a 15.5 ounce can. Next, you'll need some salt, and we're gonna do that to taste. I generally use about a ½ teaspoon of salt. You may use a little more, maybe none, a little less. You'll need 1 teaspoon of olive oil and your favorite seasoning for the roasted chickpeas. I will be using ranch seasoning today, 2 tablespoons of it. However, if that's not your preference, smoked paprika, everything bagel, and curry powder are some great alternate seasonings. And finally, you'll just need your solid roasting pan covered with a piece of parchment paper. Foodies, your first step in preparing your chickpeas to roast is you want to strain the can and rinse the chickpeas very well. And then next, you want to lay these chickpeas out on a paper towel and let them dry thoroughly before placing them in your convection steam oven. Next, foodies, we are going to put our rinsed chickpeas on some paper towels to make sure they thoroughly dry before placing them in the convection steam oven. If you're not using salt, you'll just want to put these chickpeas out for at least 15 to 20 minutes and let them dry thoroughly. If you will be using salt, which I will be using today, now is the time that you want to add that salt to your chickpeas. This is going to help draw out any extra moisture from the chickpeas. And then I'm just going to lay them out, spread them out, and then I'll leave these chickpeas here for a good 10 to 15 minutes and then check on them and make sure they're the perfect consistency to put into the convection steam oven. It's been about 10 minutes and I feel like my chickpeas are thoroughly dry and ready for the next step. Now, you can certainly add your chickpeas right now to the parchment paper lined in your solid pan and drizzle with olive oil. However, this is where I like to add my chickpeas to a large bowl and then add the olive oil and coat them perfectly evenly. And then put them onto the parchment paper and load your solid pan into your convection steam oven. You might want to add a little extra salt while you're at it too at this point. Our chickpeas are ready to be roasted. They are loaded into the convection steam oven on the solid pan on level 2. You are now going to set your convection steam oven to convection mode only, 400 degrees for 22 minutes. This is the sweet spot, foodies. I've done this several times and 22 minutes is absolute perfection. You know the drill. The convection steam oven will let you know when your chickpeas are roasted and ready to munch on. Our chickpeas are done. Let's open up the CSO and see what's inside. Look at these beautiful roasted chickpeas. They look absolutely perfect. Perfection. Now, if you want perfectly crunchy chickpeas to snack on, listen to these next steps very carefully. You'll want to leave these chickpeas to cool for about 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, while they are still warm, you will want to toss and coat them with your favorite seasoning. Now remember, I'm using the ranch seasoning today, but you can use whatever you prefer. Once you have done this, which you can see I've done here, I've tossed my roasted chickpeas with the ranch seasoning. You will then want to lay them out on a paper towel on top of a cookie sheet. That's all I've done here. And then you'll just want to let these sit out for about an hour. Let them totally cool before placing them into a bowl or a container for snacking. Now, you do not want to refrigerate your roasted chickpeas. This will make them mushy very quickly. And these roasted chickpeas will be great for about 2 to 3 days. You'll just want to place them in a bowl and loosely cover them with maybe some saran wrap and leave on your countertop. I don't think they'll last 2 to 3 days, but they are at their best. Perfectly roasted and seasoned chickpeas make a perfect snack. Enjoy! Remember, foodies, roasted chickpeas are great all on their own, but they certainly add a little something when you put them on top of salads, add them to homemade trail mixes, and they can add a little crunch to your next tofu meal. I hope you enjoyed today's culinary adventure, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. As always, thank you for watching. I'm Eva, the Steam Oven Diva.